Long ago, in the dense forests of West Java, there lived a beautiful princess named Dayang Sumbi. She was admired for her wisdom and beauty, but she had chosen to live a peaceful life in the forest, away from the palace and the bustling world. One day, as she sat weaving, her weaving tool fell to the ground. Frustrated, she made a vow. Whoever retrieved the tool for her would become her husband. To her surprise, her loyal dog, Tumang, brought the tool back to her. Tumang was no ordinary dog. He was actually a cursed god, bound in his form, though few knew his true nature. True to her vow, Dayang Sumbi married Tumang, accepting her unusual fate, and soon after, she gave birth to a son named Sangkuriang. Sangkuriang grew up brave and strong, spending his days exploring the forest and learning the ways of nature. However, he was unaware of his father's true identity, believing that Tumang was just a faithful pet. As he grew older, Sangkuriang often went hunting with Tumang, relying on his canine companion's instincts to help him track down game. One fateful day, Sangkuriang and Tumang went hunting together in the thick of the forest. The day was long, and Sangkuriang was eager to bring home a prize. However, despite his best effort, he couldn't find any deer. Frustrated, he urged Tumang to help him hunt, but Tumang refused. Overcome with anger and impatience, Sangkuriang impulsively struck Tumang, killing him. Proud of his hunt, but unaware of the consequences, Sangkuriang returned to Dayang Sumbi and offered Tumang's liver as proof of his success. But when Dayang Sumbi discovered that Sangkuriang had killed Tumang, she was horrified. Trembling with anger and grief, she revealed that Tumang was actually Sangkuriang's father, the one who had brought him into the world. In a fit of rage, she struck Sangkuriang, leaving a deep scar on his forehead. Then, unable to bear the sight of him anymore, she banished him from the village, sending him into exile. Many years passed, and Sangkuriang wandered far and wide, growing into a strong and skilled man. He had nearly forgotten his past and had no knowledge of his mother's whereabouts. One day, he returned to his homeland, where he encountered a beautiful woman who appeared to be around his age. He was captivated by her beauty and elegance and fell in love with her almost instantly. The woman was none other than Dayang Sumbi, also found herself drawn to this young man. Not recognizing him as her long-lost son, as she had retained her youthful beauty through her wisdom and inner strength. The two spent time together, growing close and making plans to marry. However, as the wedding day approached, Dayang Sumbi noticed a familiar scar on Sangkuriang's forehead. To her horror, she realized that this man she had grown to love was, in fact, her own son. Desperate to prevent this marriage, she devised a plan to delay and ultimately stop Sangkuriang from marrying her. She told him that he could only marry her if he completed an impossible task. He must build a massive dam across the Citarum River and construct a large boat before dawn. Sangkuriang, confident in his abilities and his love, eagerly accepted the challenge. Using his knowledge of ancient magic, he summoned spirits and supernatural forces to assist him, commanding them to build the dam and the boat through the night. With their help, the dam began to take shape, and the boat's hull was soon nearly complete. Dayang Sumbi watched with growing alarm as Sangkuriang progressed rapidly, realizing he might actually succeed in completing the task by morning. In a moment of desperation, she came up with a plan to deceive him. Dayang Sumbi gathered large piece of red silk and spread them across the eastern horizon, creating the illusion of a sunrise. When Sakuryang saw the false alarm, he believed that he had failed, thinking it was already morning. Enraged at his post-failure, he lost control and flew into a furious rage. In his anger, he kicked the nearly finished boat with all his strength, sending it tumbling across the land. The boat landed upside down and transformed into a mountain, which became known as Mount Tangkuban Perahu, meaning upturned boat. Heartbroken and filled with regret, Sangkuriang disappeared into the forest, leaving Dayang Sumbi alone with her grief and memories. To this day, Mount Tangkuban Perahu stands as a reminder of the tragic love between mother and son, a landmark of both nature and myth in West Java. The mountain, with its boat-like shape, endures as a symbol of the enduring power of love, faith, and the consequences of hidden truth.